Sometimes you just gotta go, ooh, sigh. You just gotta
say nothing, just sit there and breathe.
Just breathe. And then just remember the words that you say in your mouth. Once they go, they're gone. Counselor, she's my counselor, my mentor, she's my mentor. And as I am in the head and she submits to me and I submit to her and I'm giving honor to her. And as I'm feeding and putting, communicating, and because when there's no communication, there's a lack of communication, and there's a breakdown, then all these entities that are out there, the TikToks and the Instagrammers and the Twitters, the Facebooks, and all this other stuff that when he says the devil, right? The devil's looking for a way to get in. Your girlfriend's
any avenue. Yes, your girlfriend's.
Your girlfriend.
And they don't mean to be it.
Oh.
They don't mean to. They mean well. They mean well.
Oh, girl, you know he up to no good.
Right, because something like that's happened in their past, and that's totally legitimate for them to say whatever it is that's on their brain.
He ain't good for you. You better get him out of your life.
Guys do it too.
Well, hey, that girl's straight up been around town.
Or she's crazy. All the crazy people.
But then what if it's jealousy? Then what? Didn't he feel out?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think that they know that they're being that way. That's just the way that they are because they've been infiltrated at some point, and it's
been tainted.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little bit jaded.
Now we ain't talking about. Anyway, we just gotta focus because greet ye one another, right? When I greet ye one another with a charity, with a kiss of charity, meaning when I greet you, I'm happy. Mm-hmm. Right? Humbleness. Because when I come to the door, right, you should know by my walks that Christ is with me.
Yes.
Right? Just like Rachel's cold and I'm wearing a sweatshirt, I should take off my sweatshirt and give it to my wife. But since we're doing PB&J, I'm gonna keep it on right now. But anyway.
Should put on a hoodie today.
Should put on a hoodie. And look, I got the wrong shirt on. Anyway, but God is like that. He is like, look, let me leave everything right here at the footstep of my feet. Right? If you want me to be in your life, you're gonna have to pray as a family. You're gonna have to change your ways as a family. Mm-hmm. When we talk about the church, if you haven't been in church, try to find a church. And if you found the church, pray about the church that you went to the church so you can make sure that the church doesn't mislead you anyway.
So that they stay whole and healthy too.
Yes. And sometimes if you're not looking for a church, just start praying and talk to God and start saying, God,
talk to your friends about it.
Yes. But even the friends could be not so good either.
Okay, so say you do have a negative non-believing friend. Yeah. I'm not saying that that's where you should spend all your time, but sometimes there with them is good because they will pose some questions that will make you go, mm-hmm. And that will make you go there in turn, look up some information. So it's not a bad thing. It will kind of renew your faith as long as you don't get wrapped up into what they're saying.
Don't get drawn into
that. Like I said, you go and you find the answers in the Bible, and then that helps you renew your own faith. I knew that.
Be like the fly that's flying by the spider web. Don't go to it because it will get you.
You can hang out and have a conversation.
But you can be like Clint Sweat and go like, hey, bro, But what God is doing is to us in this time frame. I will tell you, if you're a Christ follower, this is a perfect time. If you're talking about the harvest and the harvest is plentiful, it's right to be harvest. Well, you got to get out there, and you're going to have to at your capability. And the Bible talks about that in Peter, at your capability. It's not telling you have to have
everybody has to be Joel Osteen.
The Joel Osteen, the Jakes, or the Dollars, or the Swaggets, or Albrights, or whoever. You don't have to have all that doctrine, that PhD, the education to go out and says, when the last time you said thank you for being here? When the last time have you said thank you for being my wife? When's the last time when you said, Lord, I've been through a lot lately, but I know you're teaching me something, so what am I supposed to learn from this turmoil or this blessing? Because sometimes God will give you some chatter, but at the same time, God will take that chatter away. Why? Because if you don't learn from what you've been given, how is it that God is going to bless you with more? So if you don't go out there and plant that garden that they're telling you that
needs to be planted,
mm-hmm. even though they didn't tell you that it needs to go get planted, that's shame on you. Because you are not hearing the warnings they're telling you. They're telling you. You just ain't listening. They're telling you that we're going to focus on a whole other subject. And we have no business. And we're not even in the country. And we're going to shift it because we are distracting you on what else is coming. And they just told you what's coming. Right. You're talking about, well, my gas price is like $5, $6.